What you need to know about your career path is today's timeless pick a card. And by timeless, I mean it is meant for you whenever you find it. So today we have three options. Option 1 on the left-hand side, option 2 in the middle, and option 3 on the right. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. Take your time. If you need more time to choose, just pause the video. See you there. Welcome. If you chose the owl, this is going to be your reading about what you need to know about your career path. So you could have strong Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. You're coming across as someone who is extremely smart, wise, intelligent, and clairvoyant. So it's like you have strong visions, and you have a vision, or you have several visions in your life. It could be, though, that whatever is going on around you affects your ability to pursue those visions. So if you are in chaotic environments or dealing with chaotic people, it could be that it slows you down. Other than that, you would be moving forward very securely, very trusting in yourself in the process. There's something mysterious and otherworldly about you. There's something captivating. You're meant to live in abundance. And if that is not happening right now, it's because you are either giving into the drama around you or not asserting your boundaries. You're very connected to Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance. Your potential is that of tapping into wealth and good fortune, and there's something very beautiful about you. There's something, all these qualities together are showing me someone who is highly creative. Whether you tap into that creative energy or not is a different story, but it's like you're almost meant to do something creative. Or you're meant to do something creative. Or even if your chosen career is not a creative one, because that's not what you want, you're meant to find creative solutions. You're the one who can find those creative solutions in whatever you're doing. Even in business, that can come in handy. I'm sorry, guys, my speech is slower today. I'm adapting to a new diet, so bear with me as my body is detoxing from other things and adjusting. So maybe that's something that you're thinking about doing, or you've already in the process of doing yourself. Quite honestly, I just woke up and I'm fasting, so I haven't fasted in a while. All right. What do you need to know about your career path? So if I'm a little bit slower than normal today, it's because I don't have my normal energy levels. All right. What is the prayer and the maiden? Okay. It could be that you've been praying for something, and we have the maiden. I want to I want to look at the maiden first. I'm being called to looking at the maiden first. So I don't know who's watching this pile, but most of my viewers are feminine energy. So your energy is very feminine. Okay, regardless of whether you're a feminine or a masculine, you're coming across as very feminine right now. The number 8 here is telling me that you're meant to experience stability and prosperity on your career path. The maiden is telling me with the prayer, together with the prayer, is that it's telling me that no matter how old you are, you look younger than your age, or you are quite young still, and you still have time. So whatever the case is, if God kept you looking young, it's because you have a very good, pure, and you're good in nature, right? Like inside, you are a good person naturally, and that's something you also work on. And because of that, God is granting you more time by looking younger, by feeling younger, by having your metabolism be younger. And maybe you also take good care of what you're eating and how you're sleeping, if you're sleeping enough, if you're eating right, the right kinds of foods. So there's a sense here that you may think that there's not enough time for whatever you want to do. There is, regardless of your age. You can still do this. And the advice coming through is keep praying and keep being disciplined. Keep your body and your cells young by doing whatever can keep them from oxidating, that can keep them regenerating, because the regeneration is still possible. And you're being kept looking younger, feeling younger, because there's still something that you are not doing that you should be doing, and you should really pursue that. There's also advice coming through for those of you who are not taking care of your body and you're still young, or still considerably young or relatively young. There's something coming through about maintaining your body. Don't go out drinking. It's going to wreck you. Make sure you are eating the right foods, sleeping a good amount of hours. And how to test how many hours you need to sleep is if, like, let's say on the next day you don't have a place to be, right? Like a Sunday or a Saturday or whatever that day is for you. Go to bed at around 9 p.m. if you can, and without an alarm clock, see what time you wake up. And do the math, and you're going to see that that's the amount of hours you need to sleep every day. That's what your body needs, okay? If you have difficulty falling asleep, get yourself a nighttime routine where you switch off any screens after you really, really have to use them, right? Either for entertainment or work. And even if it's entertainment and you want a little bit of entertainment after a certain hour, while you get into these healthier sleep patterns, hold off from entertainment from a screen. Like, it's better to use a physical book, for example, because screens should really shut off around 6 p.m. or, whenever it starts getting dark. So that's just a tip right there. Other tips for going to sleep earlier is getting into a sleep routine where you either have a soothing bath or a sleep-inducing meal. Something like that would include potatoes or bananas or even oats. Okay, these 3 things are very sleep-inducing, relaxing. Like a soup or something like that. Because getting back to what we were saying, you still have time. You have plenty of time, but the better you take care of yourself, the better quality of what you put out, and the better rewards, right? No matter what age you are, you need your mind to be functioning correctly, your body to be giving its 100%. And so that's what's coming through here. So let's keep going. I don't want to keep boring you with the same thing over and over. Actually, I want to use this one first. What do you need to know about your career path right now? Freedom, school. All right, so it says the answer that you're seeking involves going to school, and that will bring you freedom. You're free to do what you choose. Yeah, but you may say, I'm working 2 jobs, or I don't really have that freedom. Going to school doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go to university or to a physical school. There are online courses, there are online tutorials here on YouTube. And so going to school means learning more about your craft or whatever you want to pursue or keep pursuing. There are still things you need to learn. So if you've been feeling nudged to pursue some kind of learning, or to research something, or to enroll in some kind of online or physical course, then it would really be worth finding the time to do that and the resources. So if you can find a way of prioritizing between, let's say, eating out or buying clothes, or if this is your situation, right? Or drinking at a bar or something, it would really be, or buying stuff for your house. Right now, it would probably be better to prioritize spending that money on a course, or alternatively, if you really cannot, you've already maxed out in terms of what you can, how you can stretch your money, then there are always many times solutions that are free. Or you can find a way of doing a GoFundMe or something like that, where people would support you through your studies. But school would really offer you more freedom, because there's a skill set that you still need to acquire. Okay, we have Pisces here. So, the mystic. It could be that because of your clairvoyant abilities, psychic abilities, and we do have the mystic here, there is something very healing about your energy, very spiritual and empathetic. So it could be that you have psychic gifts that you're meant to explore professionally. On the other hand, Pisces is also the sign connected to the arts, such as primarily music, okay? But anything that would be connected to music, playing an instrument, singing, dancing is connected to music, for example. So whether it's producing music, playing an instrument, singing, even performing, right? So there could be something here about that. And if you know that to be true, then this is nudging you to learn more about or practice more as well. And same thing with your psychic gifts. Learn about how you can grow those gifts. Pisces is also a sign connected to the healing arts. Like if we were to put this in medical professions, unless you have a strong Scorpio, in your chart, which is very possible. If you have Pisces, Scorpio strongly in your chart, and you want to pursue the healing arts, surgery and physician both are things you could pursue. But with Pisces showing up here, it's more tending to physician, okay? If you're looking at the healing arts, physician. If this were Cancerian energy showing up, I'd say more like nurse. But for the purposes of this reading, regardless of what's in your chart, if you want to pursue the healing arts, then you could do energy healing or be a physician, something in that area. Or again, we have music and we have psychic work. I don't want to be limiting you because obviously there could be other forms of expression, but if this reading is resonating with you, then this is your reading. If not, you can go and check another option. The numbers 65, 11, 8 could be significant to you. But again, you still have time. For some of you, I'm seeing for doctors, those of you who want to pursue the healing arts, there's someone here considering gynecology, OBGYN, okay? Women's health, research, also something to do with the chest area, women's chest area, okay? I'm not going to say the exact words, but you know what I mean. Women and men, by the way, but it's more like women's health here that I'm seeing. We have the devil here, so this is telling me that there's something that, first of all, there's something that's standing in the way between you and your ability to move forward in a way that is satisfying when it comes to your career path, or in a way that is of making progress and evolving. And it's some form of toxicity, okay? You could have strong Capricorn in your chart, which tells me that yes, you are very grounded, but you could tend to either obsessive thinking or unhealthy toxic habits, or being surrounded by a toxic environment, toxic people. Okay, take what resonates for you. And that is what's getting in the way here. It's either a toxic thought pattern, toxic belief system, could be toxic people, a toxic substance, and that needs to be looked into and addressed. Something about a prayer and an addiction here coming through that you may need to look into. Prayer to fight addiction, spirituality to fight addiction, if that's what you're dealing with, of course, okay? Could be that you're addicted to a certain type of thinking that is holding you back. Let's get more into this. But at the same time, you do have quite an excellent work ethic. And what you put your mind to, you really go full speed ahead and you're really good at it. It's just that at the same time, there are other things that you allow to slow you down. So asserting some healthy boundaries here is really advisable right now. this one didn't flip to the right side. Oh, that's 2. I just need 1. But I'm just going to take the 2 anyway, because this is affirming exactly what I was saying. 8 of Swords. Yeah, sometimes your mind is your own worst enemy. I don't know if it's based on past experiences and trauma, but you can really get stuck in your mind, and it keeps everything else stuck. So whatever you can do to free your mind right now. With the Knight of Wands here, you could have strong Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. But it's saying, how do you free your mind right now? Whenever you catch yourself overthinking or thinking negative thoughts, the negative thoughts you transform automatically into a positive version of the negative thought by not using the words no or any negation, because the universe does not hear negatives, okay? They will just still hear whatever's there without the no or the negative affirmation. So let's say you say, I can't do this, right? You just substitute by saying, I can do this. Even if you feel like you're being delusional, it serves you well for a while to be delusional until you start seeing the energy change around you, until you start seeing... I saw this thing about Matthew McConaughey, who had a conversation with his father when he's younger, and he said to his dad, I can't do it. And he says his dad's answer was, okay, stop. Think about what you said. You can't do it. And so his dad goes and says something like, no, you're just having difficulties, right? You're just having difficulties, or you're anticipating the difficulties and the challenges. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to overcome them. It doesn't mean that there are not going to be challenges. Yes, there's always challenges, but there's also going to be challenges and things you don't want to do. So, you're going to have challenges regardless. It's going to be difficult regardless. Might as well do something that would sustain you for longer. You would endure in longer, being happier doing, right? And so where is that spark? Where do you feel that spark? And that is your answer, okay? There's something you've already started pursuing in a way. Maybe you've already started studying this or learning something here, and it says you are on the right path and you should keep going. But it's something out of all the things, it's either something you've already started or you've learned a little about and you need to keep learning about. And you should keep going with that thing. But it's the thing that ignites you. It's not the thing that bores you. It's the thing that challenges you and ignites you at the same time. Okay? Because some jobs are boring because they're easy, and people don't realize that is because they don't want to be challenged, and so they get into a job because it's easy to make money, but then they get bored because they're not challenged, and that is the truth. Because a challenge keeps your mind alive, and a mind that is alive is a mind that is happy. Even though there may be frustrations from time to time, it's worth the frustrations. Because once you overcome those frustrations and those challenges, it's so rewarding. The feeling itself is rewarding, and it makes you want to keep going. Yeah. Follow what ignites you, what you're passionate about. It will grow. Your path will be illuminated, and God is with you. Look at that. God energy, growth and illumination. But it has to be something that challenges you and warms you up at the same time, ignites you, but also you're a little bit scared of doing. Take baby steps, but just don't stop doing that, even if it's as a hobby right now, okay? Even if you don't have the money or whatever, you will find a way. Once you decide and set the intention, and this is what you're going to do, you have to make that decision. Okay? It doesn't take a lot of courage to make a decision. It takes courage to take the first steps, but once you make that decision, that will give you courage. That will give you that first bout of courage that you need to start moving forward. And the more you move forward, the more you will feel confident, the more you will feel the courage to keep moving forward and bigger and quicker. Okay? So that was your reading, because look, the sun here is showing a promise of growth for you. That's what you're meant to do. Right now, there's a sense of stagnation, but you're not meant to be stagnant. You're meant to be growing. Okay? So, beautiful reading, guys. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps you bring you more. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome everyone who just woke up. Okay, someone just woke up here, but no. Welcome everyone who chose the spider. This is going to be your reading. Okay, so you have an ability, an innate ability to create prosperity. Whether you're aware of this or not, this is what's coming through. You could have strong earth in your chart, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. You're meant to be the creator of prosperity through your life's work, okay? You're meant to live in your dharma, meaning any karmic cycles that you may be experiencing, you need to close those. You're meant to be very, very prosperous, but at times you feel tired and discouraged. If you feel discouraged, it's because you're not allowing yourself to play enough or to rest enough, okay? And so it seems like you're already weaving some kind of web here in your life, some kind of prosperity, but at times you feel tired and discouraged, and maybe that's where you're at right now and you're questioning everything. Just because you're feeling tired and discouraged does not mean that you need to question everything. It means you probably need to rest more, to do something, to be a little bit more lazy sometimes, or to play. Play a game with your family, or play a sports, or play, be more playful. It seems like right now, you're very serious, you're very responsible, disciplined, structured, all those things, that's coming through. There's a strong emphasis on needing and wanting material stability. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you're coming across as having gone too much on the side of your responsibility, and that can become very heavy. So the heaviness is leading you to seriousness, and all of that is taking away from your ability to play. Maybe you don't even like playing. You're like, why do I want to do that? And trust me, it's happened to me many times where people have wanted to play like cards or board games with me, and I was like, no, I have fun working. But that play really stimulates creativity, and creativity is something you need in any field to keep moving forward. You need creative solutions. You need new creative ways of doing things. You need creativity for marketing, for if you're getting stuck at a standstill, you need creativity to move you out of that. And for that, you need your mind to be more playful. And for your mind to be more playful, you need to engage in more play in your life, okay? Whether that's playing with your body by moving it around and dancing, or going outside and learning about flowers, or playing with your children, or playing a board game with your family, right? Even if you don't feel like it, it's an opportunity to bond with other people, engage in different kind of activity, because you're coming across as work right now, or thinking too much about work, right? Even if you're not working a lot, you could be thinking and overthinking, and it's taking away from your ability to find creative solutions, to tap into that prosperity, or to keep moving forward, okay? It could be that you need to get a job and you're feeling tired and discouraged even from looking because you're thinking so much about it that you're not allowing yourself the time to move away from that energy and let your mind do other things, right? So that when it comes back to it, maybe you see things from a different perspective, or you find a solution that wasn't there before. So being more playful would really support your path right now in this creation of prosperity, and to keep weaving that web that you've been weaving, okay? Or let's say you're doing fine, but it's like if you don't want to hit a roadblock, then you may feel this intuitively that you need time to stop now. You need time to play so that you can keep this going. Maybe it's a vacation. And look, even playing could seem like work, but look at it as part of your work, okay? And if you look at it as part of your work, you're so used to doing things in a disciplined way, in a structured way, just integrate it in your structure as part of that structure and that strategy, if you will. The kiss. All right. The number 60 and the number 6 could be relevant to you. The kiss and holding hands. I'm seeing the moon here. So for some reason, your romantic life seems to be tied in with your career life for some reason. And if you're putting too much emphasis on working right now, you're not creating space for romance, because again, you're not creating space for play, and romance cannot exist where play does not exist. If things get too serious, there is no break for romance to happen. It could be that you're experiencing a romance at the workplace, or you're lacking human touch because you've been too focused on work. And human touch would be very significant in your path forward here. Because if you're feeling discouraged, it could be because your energy is way too inclined to career and not enough to personal relationships. So if you have a spouse, hold your spouse's hand, give them a kiss, engage with them physically, go on a date. Or if you felt drained when it comes to work and you're not really into or not wanting to date, if you're single, let's say, because you feel it would take away from your work, maybe going out on a date would spark some kind of idea in you even. Now, I heard chef's kiss and I heard the kiss of God. So you're meant to be very, very blessed when it comes to your career, just so you know. Okay. The river. Yeah, things are meant to flow smoothly. So whenever you find yourself applying too much effort, too much, and you're getting tired and discouraged, it means you're not in flow anymore. That's when you need to stop. That's when you need to go do something else, because as much as you may feel like that is a waste of time, that is exactly what's going to fuel your forward movement. It's what's going to keep you going. And it will actually make you more productive and more solution-oriented. The number 34 and the number 7 could be significant. Let's use this deck first. Okay. Oh, okay. We have music and author. So if you're doing something like corporate or serious, music could be a creative outlet for you, okay? Or you work in the music industry. Author and music. But here's the thing though. Okay, so maybe there's something you're already working on in terms of authoring music, like writing songs or composing music. It could be that there's also a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed, and you need to make the time to write it, and listening to music would help you, or playing a musical instrument as a hobby would help you further your business. Let's say you have a business, or you have a job, or you have something where you're weaving this web and you need a creative outlet. So learning a musical instrument could be that creative outlet. Or let's say you're in the music industry and you are authoring songs or something like that. Then you may be hitting creative block right now because you're not doing something else, so it's time to go do something else. And so also this is confirmation for those of you who are thinking of pursuing music or writing a book. This is your validation that yes, you are on the right path with weaving that web, okay? With doing that. It doesn't mean that those are the only career options coming through here. As I said, there are different people watching this video, thousands of you, so some of you are going to be corporate and having your own business and needing a creative outlet through music or writing, or there is a book that you need to write that would help other people in your field, or your field is music, or your field is singing or composing or writing songs and lyrics, or producing, or maybe you're corporate in the music industry. Or you're meant to be the author of a book, and those are also validations here. Either way, if you're hitting a creative block or you're not finding solutions to keep moving forward, it's because you're banging on the same note, okay, all the time. And so you need to get away from your piano, or away from your violin, or away from your book, or away from your desk, away from your problems and the overthinking, and you need to go do something else entirely. Go help someone if you're in the music industry and you're trying to compose or write a song and it's not coming out. Or go help someone with their groceries, with their home. Go help someone organize their home if you're trying to write a book and you've hit a creative block and you don't know what the next phrase or the next chapter is, right? Or go play a musical instrument if you're in the corporate and you've hit a creative block and things are too heavy and serious and you need some playfulness. Playing a musical instrument, I can't believe I forgot about that, is also playing. There you go. Or, go write about your experience in your business and developing your business if you think that would help other people. And maybe you find something in what you write that would help you clear the obstruction, right? In your whatever field you're in. And if you're writing a book or composing and you hit that creative block, go out for a walk or a run, or go meet up with someone, or go out for lunch, or go help someone again, you know. So, or go find a job, you know, if you are just developing music and you are not making it financially just yet, then, and you don't want to get a job because you don't want that to stunt your progress, you know, even if it's just a part-time job or a temporary job, it may even ignite something in you and bring you new experiences that would have you have something to write about, right? What's coming through here is a need for balance. So you're either working too much and it's too serious, or you're playing too much. So, and you need more grounding, who knows? You could have strong Libra in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury, but Libra is the sign of balance, exactly what I was saying. So the idea here is whatever you're giving too much to, whether it's the heaviness or the playfulness, you need to kind of reel it in a little, okay? And go the other way. Because there's definitely, it says artistic. So again, whether you're pursuing the arts or pursuing something less artistic, you're either very artistic, or you need to kind of dive into some form of art so that you can thrive in something less artistic, right? If that makes sense, because it's going to trigger neural pathways in your brain that will bring you the creative solutions that you need. Okay. Page of Pentacles. It seems like you're at the very beginning of something very prosperous, long-lasting, and stable. And you're a hard worker. Again, you're coming through as a hard worker. And you're securing your coin. Regardless, it's going to happen for you. I'm seeing that. You're planting a good seed. You're moving forward slowly but steadily. Slow and steady wins the race. So you will win this race. Seems like you're laying a very solid foundation for yourself here, whatever you are doing. The discipline, the practice, the hard work is going to pay off. And this is saying, yes, you have been weaving that web. You have been working diligently. Temperance, but you need a balance in your life right now. You're overdoing something. So you need to reel it in and go the other way a little bit. Okay? To create a balance. To temper things. You are an alchemist, though. You're coming through as an alchemist. You have an ability to transmute negative into positive. So now is the time to do that. Any negative, toxic feelings, behaviors, thoughts that you're having, transmute those. Is work becoming too toxic because you're doing too much of it? Then it's time to, do something else. Again, what can I say? The number 14 is here, the number 5. So the number 5 means that changes are happening slowly but surely for you. And it's divine timing. It's things are meant to happen when they happen. So don't overthink the timing of things right now. Patience is needed. Patience. Be patient with yourself. Don't push yourself too much. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be patient with the process. The Emperor. You're going to be at the top of your game. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be at the top. Your discipline is pulling you through, so there's no need to overdo the work. Things are going to take the time they're going to take, regardless of how much you forcefully try to push things. It's not about force, it's about doing your best and allowing things to unfold. You're going to be at the top of your field. You're going to be very respected, recognized, acknowledged, congratulated, awarded, rewarded, okay, for what you're doing. It's really going to pay off, okay? You're going to be either known for your music, or your singing, or your producing, or your book, or your business, or your job. You're going to be an authority, a leader in that position, someone people look up to, someone people notice. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be respected for what you do. And also in a good financial position. Discipline really will pay off, but overdoing things is going to stunt that growth, or going to delay it at least, okay? Because when we try to push things when it's not time, it's coming from a place of fear. And every time we're in that energy of fear, we're not in the energy of love. And the energy of fear actually creates more resistance, and it works like something pulling you back or brakes, okay? So don't do that to yourself. Fear not. Fear is an illusion based on what has happened or what could happen. Most of the times it's not based on something that's actually happening. So give that some thought. Whenever you're trying to push things too much. Premonition, prophecy. I just heard the song The Prophecy. You can change the prophecy, or please change the prophecy. It's like you already know where you're headed, and you're headed to, that's why you're weaving this web, because I'm also hearing self-fulfilling prophecies. So whatever you say the prophecy is, that's what the prophecy will be. Okay? It's not like you're being told what the future is going to be. You're telling the future what it's going to be, and you're telling yourself what the future is going to be. So that's something really good about you. But beware of self-fulfilling prophecies that would lead you in the wrong direction by premonition based on fear. Don't do premonition based on fear. Keep your premonition based on positive thinking, because your premonition is actually manifestation, okay? So when you're manifesting, manifest with positive affirmations about your future and about your present. In fact, manifest as if you're speaking of the present, as if you're already grateful for what you have in the present moment. All right, so that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. And if you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel, the only way you will be notified is if you are subscribed and if you hit that bell notification, and then you will know when I upload next. So have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. It was a pleasure to read for you. Bye for now. Welcome everyone who chose the Dragonfly. You could have strong Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. I just heard you're a mastermind. The song Mastermind by Taylor Swift could be significant. You You see clearly. You have clarity. You have claircognizance. There's something magical and joyful about your mind, okay? You have a very beautiful mind, alive, a joyful mind. Sometimes maybe very busy, definitely very busy, but at times maybe you find it hard to concentrate. Whew. Yeah, just breathe. If you find it hard to concentrate, that's when you need to take deep breaths, okay? But there's something very ethereal about you, and you awaken a sense of wonder in everything and everyone that surrounds you through what you're doing or just by existing. Your mind is always shifting, always moving, always changing. Now I also heard Bejeweled and Shimmering by Taylor Swift. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. Yeah, so there could be something about that song for someone here. It may be significant. It could be that for a time you were trapped in some kind of situation where you couldn't really spread your wings or reach your full potential career-wise, and you're coming out of that phase right now and things are becoming crystal clear. You have dreams that point you in a certain direction. But you may need to calm your mind at times so the light of wisdom can shine through. Yeah, sometimes your mind is so busy that you feel like you can't access that wisdom. It's because it's being overworked and there's a sense of overthinking here. All right. But there's something here to do with your mind and communication here that could be relevant. Your voice, your throat chakra energy, speech, or maybe even singing, okay? For some of you, a career to do with communication or analytics, analyzing data, research. The mountain. You're closer to the top than you think. First thing coming through. You just can't see it because you're boxed in, or you're not thinking outside of the box, or you don't realize there is no box because you've placed yourself in some kind of a box, which is keeping you stuck in the same place, but you are a lot closer to reaching your goal than you think you are. You don't even know how far you've come. That's what I see here, is that you have no idea just how far you've come because you're afraid of getting burnt. You're focused on something else that's in that little box there that's holding you back. But if you decided to look outside instead of looking inside the box, you would see a lot more. So it's a matter of perception right now. It's a matter of what you're focusing on too much. The number 33 could be relevant to you. You are connected to the Ascended Masters. And you're meant to make progress, and you're meant to live a prosperous, loving life. So, okay. What else do you need to know? Should we get one more from here? That's 2. Yeah, you're focused on what could burn you rather than you're focused on what could go wrong right now. And so the advice coming through, yeah, career change. Trust a career change. Trust a career change. The advice coming through is to trust a career change and to focus on your strengths and what could positively happen rather than what could go wrong. It seems like you've been giving what could go wrong too much thought. You're embarking upon a new career that brings you the joy and abundance that you desire and deserve, because joy and abundance go hand in hand. It means that it's not going to feel like work even though you're working a lot, and the more you experience this joy, the more abundance you're opening up to. So trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Your feelings and dreams, your intuition are your feelings about it, your dreams. You're having dreams about this. You've had dreams about this, so trust those dreams. Trust this career change. Trust that joy and abundance will set you on a path that you desire and deserve. So there's something here you desire to do that you're feeling led to through your dreams, and you feel pulled in that direction. Trust that. That's your intuition. And you're a lot more capable and closer to achieving this than you think. Because all the things you've learned until now are really positioning you well for this, whatever this is. You're more ready than you think. Okay. Oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others through oracle cards. That could be something of a career change. Or it could be, again, saying trust these oracle cards for this career change. Yeah, something about books could be connected to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Or maybe you read something that would give you a glimpse into something you need to know. Support your life purpose fully supports you. So again, reiterating that abundance is coming in through doing something that brings you joy. You are supported. Oops. Okay, for some of you, it's engaging in speaking in some way, shape, or form. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So again, this could be writing, speaking, singing even. So again, communication coming through. Leadership. Take charge of the situation. Take things into your own hands right now. Okay, so they're not really being very specific about what career path that is, because you know your intuition is pulling you in that direction. And you're meant to lead yourself toward this path right now. The universe is supporting you. The universe is showing you in books, in when someone speaks, in oracle cards. So it's time to take charge. In dreams, you're getting all the information you need. So trust your intuition is leading you toward the right kind of information. The Hierophant. You're meant to be in a position where other people listen to you. Whether it's at on a stage or in within a company, a school, a church, who knows. You're meant to be in a position where people are, you have an audience, right? Some kind of an audience, whether you're a teacher, whether you are, there's something about having people learn from you, listen to you. And it's a lot of people. At least 6. Five of Pentacles. It could be that you're experiencing some financial issues right now, which, by the way, you will be able to overcome. Nine of Cups, because you're meant to pursue your dreams and have your dreams come true with the Nine of Cups here, okay? So that's how you're going to change your financial situation, is by moving forward. Eight of Wands. And if you choose to pursue your dreams, that not only will they come true, but they will be so rewarding, and you will have so many people responding to this, be that students or fans or clients, whatever this is, or an audience. Everyone will respond well to whatever you're doing, and you're going to get your wish fulfilled, okay? So that's your reading, guys. I'm not even going to read any further. I'm just going to get one more card for you guys. This career change is supported. You can trust it. You've been getting signs from dreams, from oracle cards, from things that you listen to. You're meant to have some kind of platform, either a stage or a channel. You're either meant to be speaking or singing, or teaching, or instructing, coordinating. Unicorn, look at this. Trust your uniqueness. Trust that you're a unicorn. And be honest with yourself about what it is that you want to be doing, because you are capable of making it happen. And it being the thing that you really, or the way that you really dream it will be. You have what it takes, okay? Beautiful. So, and really tap into that uniqueness. Don't shy away from the things that make you different. Lean into the things that make you different, because that is what's going to pull you through and get you there, okay? So that was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for you. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another option. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel, helps me bring you more. If you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel, you have to be subscribed and you have to hit the bell for notifications. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye for now.